Hi, my name's Keith and I'm known as the Florida Stone Man, and today I'm going to make you a video talking to you all about why you have to keep your space clean. And I'm not just talking about a space, your bedroom, your car, your altars, etc. This video is going to be talking to you about keeping all your spaces clean, because this is a mindset. I'm going to teach you everything that you have to know in this video about what happens when you let your space fall into disarray. Now, this is a thing that people ask very often. People will ask, they'll say their car is having problems, etc., and all this stuff is happening. And I look into the situation, I find that no one's hexing or cursing them or anyone's trying anything. And then I ask a little more, I'm like, because my angels will not always give you the answer. They'll have me look for the answer sometimes before they say anything. So I asked, okay, are you keeping your car clean? They're like, well, and I'm like, well, there you go. So people will kind of choke up and say, well, it's kind of clean. And they'll start thinking, and I'm like, well, what's your definition of clean? Like, I'm able to sit down when I get in the car? I'm like, no. And this doesn't just apply to cars. This applies to absolutely everything. You can have all the crystals in the world, but if you're not keeping your space clean, you're just not going to be able to obtain certain energies or certain frequencies that you desire in your life. Biggest thing as an angelologist, remember, some of the people who I've opened the gifts of they'll ask me and just be like, do these angels have a OCD? Is there something like, I'm looking over because it's Florida, but people will ask, do angels have like OCD or something like that? Like, why? And when I start hearing angels, why are they just talking about my space and keeping it clean? Why are they urging me? And like, my angels right now are saying, yes, we do have OCD. But it's really important, because they're not just telling you just to tell you. They're telling you because the thing is, your space allows your angels to be in your space. Sometimes the only way evil spirits are able to get in, it's the only way that demonic entities can get in, the only way that certain energies can get in, is simply by your area falling into energetic disarray. And from chaos comes order. And the one thing about, and this is even a thing I learned in chemistry, is things naturally fall into entropy. So if you don't clean your room, if you don't clean your house, you better believe you don't have to be making it dirty, but it'll find a way to get dirty on its own. So and think about it like this: when you are cleansing a house, what are you doing? Do you think you're just doing some kind of ritual to get things out? No, you're actually cleaning it. You're spiritually cleaning it. A cleansing is just a cleaning. So if you're not going to clean in the physical world, and because physical law and spiritual law run alongside each other, it's so important to keep your space clean that your angels sometimes can't even see you like that. Let me talk about this right now, because I don't want to confuse people. Your angels have different ways they can see you. There's different levels to it. So they can see you, they can touch you, you'll feel a poke, you'll feel a smell, you'll feel something of your angels. But if you're wondering why the connection has gone away or why it's dimmed, it's because your environment can dim your angelic connections. Your environment holds a frequency, angels, and especially when we get to heaven, for the people who are of God and going to heaven, or the people on the right track moving closer to God, when we get to heaven, it's very clean up there. There's a reason they say cleanliness is next to godliness. It's because it has to be clean. Everything has to be clean. So, and people are like, well, you're telling me to do this, you're giving me stuff to do. Well, you should be doing this anyway. Sometimes you just cleaning your room acts as a spiritual cleansing on its own. People don't even know that. So when you clean your car, you reduce 90% of car problems just off the bat. Because you have to keep in mind, if you have a trash, and how dirty is it doesn't really matter, because you just got to keep it clean anyway. And I'll show you. I'm a very clean person. If you know, this is just a cleaning solution. I keep my car clean. I keep everything clean. I'll clean everything. I'm very tidy, very clean. My hygiene is very extremely clean. Like I have angelic hygiene. Everything, even this is a good one. Since I bring hygiene up, your hygiene, it needs to be clean as well. Now let me get into this, because some people don't know that you should be showering more than once a week. I'm not gonna. I've made a video about that in the past. Some people actually don't know that you should be showering multiple times a week, let alone you should at least shower every time before you get into bed. There's a whole different side of the whole different side of the internet that doesn't know that you need to be showering. And some people will get really upset when I say that. And for the people who are shocked by people not showering, it's a real thing. That's why I don't make videos on it anymore, because it's really sad, because people are like, I didn't know. And it's men, it's women, it doesn't matter. You look at spring break interviewers, and there's actual spring break interviews in Florida where they ask either men, women, they'll ask, when's the last time you took a shower? I just took a shower last week. Okay. But some people really don't know that. Some people really don't know that. And for people who are demonologists, for people who are closer to the enemy, their demons, or certain demons, will not allow people to shower like that, because it takes their essence off. It accumulates a certain spiritual energy. So pay attention to people if you feel like not showering, there is something that doesn't want to be removed. That's the essence of it. So when you shower, it cleans your aura. Use the element of water to purify yourself. Water is one of the strongest purifiers ever. God purified the earth of really bad people with water once before. He purified when the Egyptians were chasing after the Israelites through the Red Sea. He closed the Red Sea on them. He cleaned them out. So water is very cleaning, and it will do the same thing with dark energies and entities. So yes, keep your space. I'm not going to stay on the topic of showering, because it is a habit of people of darkness without them knowing it. Like certain entities will say, stop. Don't even stop. Like, don't even bother taking a shower. Just do it tomorrow. Fall asleep, and that's it. So certain entities will convince people to not shower. Like, that's how they stay on. That's how certain demonologists, etc. Like, some people won't even admit that. It's okay if you're watching this YouTube and you're one of those people. It's okay, because people sometimes just don't know. Like I said, this YouTube channel is not meant to put people down. It's meant to uplift people. So let's talk about your house. If some of you are wondering why the energy of abundance is not in your home, if your home is dirty, and by dirty I mean there's trash, there's clothes, there's napkins, there's let's just say there's bags of chips, there's food, there's plates, there's cups, there's utensils, there's all this stuff just scattered around your home, and like you're like, I'll get to it later. Well, the abundance energies will get to you later as well. And the angel of abundance that God sends, or the angels of abundance, because there's more than one, little secret, but when he sends them through your home, if there's something in the way, they're not going to touch upon that area. Let alone if there's multiple things in the way. Dust counts too. People are like, wow, this is a video where Stone Man is nagging me. Bleh. Well, some people are just not brought up like that to do certain things to keep themselves clean or to be hygienic, etc. Like I said, this video is not putting you down, but you do have to practice. If you want more abundance in your life, the energies of abundance will only fit into clean places. You ever heard of someone who's extremely dirty, extremely messy, and who's abundant? Probably not. So those energies just don't fit. So oil and water don't go in the same space. You can put them together, but they'll separate after they're not shaken up. Now let's talk about your car again. It should be clean. Throw stuff out. Keep a trash bag in your car if you have to. You'll also avoid road rage. Really bad people on the road, break-ins, especially break-ins, even on a physical level. If someone sees a bunch of trash, a bunch of bags in your car, and they're all tied, or like you just have all this stuff in the car, people are looking. If it's clean, people are not gonna look like that. Same thing with spirits and entities. You know how much spirits and entities you can pick up just by driving around? So sometimes, and you want to know why they're called attachments. A spiritual attachment can be an energy or an entity. So if you have something like like this is not even trash. This is just a water bottle. It's just a water bottle, right? Don't drink out of plastic. Okay, whatever. But it was gifted to me. But if you have a water bottle, for example, and you drink the water bottle, you leave the bottle, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days go by. Is that a ladybug? 3 days, 4 days, 5 days go by, and you have the bottle of water. Yes, it was Ladybug. Cool. Uh, you have the bottle of water in the car, and you're just wondering, like, I'll get to it later. Well, you drive through traffic. Maybe someone's had a really bad day. The spirit on them has picked up so much energy to the point where they're just looking for someone new, because new energy is exciting and new people are exciting to negative spirits anyway. So these energies, these entities will look for something that's new, and sometimes all we have to do is attach themselves to a bottle of empty water or still water. If that water is dirty and old, it can associate itself with that. Remember, spirit comes through water. Angels come through water, but only clean water for angels, dirty water for dark entities, because it represents their energy and frequency. Everything's a frequency. So let's talk about good topic, clothes. If you keep your clothes and you're just having dirty clothes all the time, clean your clothes. Don't let it stack. Don't let it accumulate, because keep in mind, whatever energy you had from that day is stuck on the clothes. So if it gets too many clothes and you just have a laundry basket up to here, you want to clean it, because imagine everything in your day from all last week and the week before that just saved into the clothes. So let's just say one day you had a rough day, the next day you had a really good day, the next day, I mean, all these different energies, all these people that you met, it's stuck on the energy of the clothes. So I highly suggest you take sea salt and you wash it in your laundry machine, or if you do it by hand, then okay. I don't know where people live. Most people are in America watching my videos, but there's people not in America, so not saying people not in America don't. I mean, I know people who prefer. I know people in the country of England who they have washing machines, but they prefer to wash it by hand because they have all this extra room. So in the city, sometimes if you leave your clothes out in Florida, they're probably gonna get stolen, unfortunately, or they're gonna get pickpocketed. You'll have extra hands on it, or they'll just be missing it. It does happen. People, I mean, even laundry beds in Florida, people will go clothes shopping. Not a cool thing. So, I mean, even for my family, and I have family in Brazil who likes to leave their clothes outside. So when I say, if you don't, because some people will take that incorrectly. So just wherever you are in the entire world, keep your laundry very clean. And it's actually very good to keep it outside. So a lot of places in America, you can't really hang it outside like that. I mean, it just depends where you are. If you're in the country, if you're in a place, then you can. If you are around a city and too many people are there, then people will probably try to steal it, or etc. Happens a lot, at least where I live in Florida, or different parts of Florida. But on to another note is keep your bedroom clean. Your bedroom is very important to keep clean. Let me talk about one thing about your house. You can cleanse your house, but if you don't cleanse your house incorrectly, this is why I tell people to use black tourmaline. You can have all the crystals in the world attracting all the good energy, but if there's all that bad energy or stagnancy, especially if you have things that you haven't moved in a long time, you have a vase that has sat there for about 4 years, move the vase. Switch the feng shui up. Sometimes these negative entities and energies, they actually know your home. They know your home better than you know your home, because they're so familiar with it. Switch things up, move stuff around, dust. I'm not like a parent in this video, like, oh, you gotta move stuff. But that's the main thing, is keep your area clean. You can have all these energies of abundance coming in, but they'll just go around you, or they'll wait on you to clean your space, because it's the most important thing, is to have a clean space, to have energies of abundance flowing in with ease and without effort. And like I said, okay, this is the most important part too. Your corners, make sure they're empty. So your corners are very energy sensitive. Very, very, very energy sensitive. You want to keep them open, because that's sometimes how downloads from the fifth dimension come from your corners and then into your house. So they go, if these are the corners, they go like this and then into the house. Sounds a little strange, but when there's stuff in your corners, sometimes a dark entity from the fifth dimension can get into the corner. When you cleanse your house and you're wondering why the cleanse didn't work, sometimes an energy or entity will literally hide in the corner, because sometimes you have stuff in the corner, so they'll go to the top, they'll hide behind the corner, etc. But the corners is a giant attack spot too, so they'll actually attack you from the corners based on using the energy of anything that's stagnant in the corner. So you want to keep stuff out of the corners, preferably. You want to keep the corners open. If there's a couch there, then try to move the couch over a little bit. It's very simple. Keep your space clean if you want blessings to come in, if you want your energies of, and this can tie, I'm not going to complicate this, but this can tie into karma a little bit. Sometimes you'll have a day that's not even your energies and it will come into your home and it tries to leave your home, but it goes to the corner. It's like, think about a fly when it's trying to get out of your house. Sometimes it stayed in the house and it's like, okay, I want to leave. It'll go to the corners, it'll go to the door, it'll go to your windows, it'll bounce around. Same thing with energies and entities that you don't really want there. They'll bounce around. It's very simple. If you have any questions, ask them in the comments section. Until then, I'll see you guys next time. Make sure you check out FloridaStoneman.com. I have some... Oh! I just found some food. I didn't know. Well, speaking of keeping the car clean, I was gifted a Starbucks thing, and I just went to reach for a necklace. Oh no! So, you know, I don't get gifted Starbucks loaf often like that, but that was from yesterday. So, in essence, we're all guilty of it at some point or another, but this is a beautiful aquamarine necklace. It's actual aquamarine, the highest quality. It's very beautiful. That's hilarious. At the very end of the video, yeah, I just outed myself for keeping a loaf. It's actually still good because lots of preservatives in it, and it's still good, so I'll probably eat it later, or leave it for my angel saver, or even split it. But like I said, sometimes you gotta do a little extra checking. You have to make sure that because we all fall victim to it, so we have to keep our car clean, because sometimes we don't even know it's dirty sometimes. So make sure you're being checking extra every single day. Just look around your car, see, okay, is this clean, is this dirty? Well, this thing is still good, so I'm not going to consider that being dirty. So that's the funniest part of this video. If you have any questions, ask them in the comments section. Like I said, check out FloridaStoneman.com. Beautiful new aquamarine on the website. See you guys next time. Ciao.